Today's video is sponsored by Ken's Custom Iron, home of quick tongs and rapid tongs. Prior to getting the new Fontanini anvil several months ago, my old anvil had this tool rack around it, and it was a place that could hold various chisels and punches on one side and had a spot for hardy tools across the front. And it was really a very useful thing and held my most used tools right here at the anvil, so I didn't have to go over there or back there or out to the shed or whatever to get the tools I needed. Today I thought I would do something similar for the new Fontanini anvil, hopefully make a few improvements. It won't be exactly the same thing. As much as I like the hardy rack on the front, I also kind of like not having any obstructions there for those rare times that I go around the other side of the anvil for some reason. This is going to be entirely a fabrication project. It's just cutting, welding, making the whole thing work. Hopefully you can get some ideas for your shop. I'm not going to give you dimensions because none of what I'm doing here is going to fit your needs exactly. You need to make things fit the tools you have, fit the anvil stump you have. If you have a curved tree stump as opposed to this built-up block that I have, you're going to need to make it curved. In general, this is just a series of tubes that hold the tools with a piece of angle iron that sits below them so that when you drop them in the tubes, they have something to rest on. Really a very simple idea. First thing I want to do is mark the length for the bar that is going to hold all of this stuff. Then I'm just going to go ahead and get on to cutting and assembling. I don't think I need to explain all this. It should be pretty self-explanatory as you see it come together. Hey look, we get a little bit of forge work. I'm going to take this one bit of black pipe and see if I can flatten it out so this flat H13 chisel fits in there. Well, that ended up being just a little bit too small. Might be useful somewhere else. So I just cut down a piece of square tubing and that'll work just fine. I would like to take a moment to thank Ken's Custom Iron for sponsoring today's video. Ken's is home of the quick tongs and rapid tongs. We've taken a look at making a few pair of their tongs here recently, and in the future we'll take a look at some other varieties. But this is a really good way for a beginner to make tongs quickly and efficiently, and if you have a full-time shop like I do, sometimes you just don't have the time to go through the whole process to make tongs from scratch. Using Ken's tong blanks allows me to make a pair of tongs that fits the work at hand and get back to work, and that makes me more efficient in the long run. Ken's also sells other tools and supplies that are useful for blacksmiths, such as this set of H13 punches and chisels, which by the way will now have a place to live thanks to this new tool rack that we're working on today. There's one little problem with this. Things actually fall all the way through. But I think it's important to leave the bottoms of the tube open so any other crud that finds its way in there, like scale, dirt, maybe even mice or insects, can fall all the way through. So the next thing I need to do is just put a little angle iron ledge on the bottom of that with just enough space that things can fall out of there and still be able to access the tools. I'll decide where to put this angle iron based on a shorter tool to make sure that everything protrudes out the top of the tube far enough to get a hold of. This has twice as many slots for tools as the old setup did. And for these little hinge pins, I'll put another little block in there so they don't fall all the way through, but that does hold them. This then should also give me the ability to put my little shelf back on there. Yes, it's true this shelf might be in my way if I want to work on this side of the anvil from time to time, but it does swing out of my way almost 180 degrees, and it is very easily removable. Things like this always kind of evolve a little bit once you get them done. This is quick, it's simple, it's crude, nothing fancy. I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could take the time to do all forged joinery and slit drifted holes for all the tools, but I just needed something to make things a little bit more efficient. Put the tools I use most of the time right here at the anvil, so I don't have to even go this far to get it. It's amazing how just saving a few steps multiple times a day can really add up to more efficient work. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have time in your day to get out to your shop, make something, stay safe, wear your safety glasses. We'll see you for the next video.